Good afternoon. This is Professor Dean, and today I'll be reading Jamaica Voices, Stories Teaches Positive Values and Attitudes by Nalda Taylor Wright. Again, it's Jamaica Voices, Stories Teaching Positive Values and Attitude by Nalda Taylor Wright. So let's begin. Today's story will be about Mr. Bigby. Mr. Bigby. And we're talking about loyalty. Now let's read. Mr. Bigby was born in Jamaica before the island got its independence from Britain, and so are many Jamaicans. What was strange, however, was that he claimed that he was a British subject and not a Jamaican. What was even more interesting was that he carried around a British flag. If there was a cricket match at the stadium, every Jamaican would be waving a Jamaican flag, but he would be waving a British flag. He always cheered for the British instead of his country. Second paragraph. One day, Mr. Gibbon, a civil servant, was passing by Mr. Bigby's workplace and heard an extraordinary loud laughter. He stopped by to see what was happening. He saw Mr. Bigby waving his British flag. "What happens to you?" Mr. Gibbon asked him. "England is giving Jamaica a thrashing." They bowed them out cheaply. Let's go to page number 2. "What?" said Mr. Gibbon. "You are cheering for another country instead of supporting your country?" "I am not saying that one cannot cheer for another country, but, man, yours is different. You are actually glad that your country is losing the match." "My country? I was born before independence, when England was governing Jamaica, so I am a British citizen." Let's continue. "Stop your nonsense. You have never ever even visited England. You have never even traveled overseas. You don't even have a passport. You are a Jamaican and you should show loyalty to your country. You should be patriotic. There is something I don't understand in this country. Have you ever noticed how some of the school children treat the school properties badly? They destroy the books they get free of cost. They break chairs and desks. They smash windows and doors. They even deface the school buildings. That is bad. Sometimes their older relatives vandalize the same schools that are providing education and other services to the communities. Both old and young need to take pride in their communities and their country. Mr. Bigby, I was expecting better from you. I can't understand why you are thinking that way. Come on, man. Be loyal to your country. Let's go to the last page. After Mr. Gibbon had finished speaking, you could see a look of guilt on Mr. Bigby's face. I hear what you have said, he remarked. Your point is taken. It was unbelievable. To Mr. Gibbon's surprise, the next time he saw Mr. Bigby, it was at another match between England and Jamaica, and he was waving the Jamaican flag and cheering for Jamaica. I am glad to see the change, Mr. Gibbon told him. Yes, said Mr. Bigby. I decide to change my tune, for Jamaica needs every citizen's loyalty and patriotism. So we see the story loyalty with Mr. Bigby. There may be some phrases that you may or may not understand. For example, when it says, England is giving Jamaica a thrashing. Thrashing means England is winning. They bowed, B-O-W-L-E-D. They bowed them out cheaply. That means that they are continuously winning the match. And that's what I understand. I haven't seen cricket in a while, but that is what I remember. They bow them out cheaply. Now, let's go to the next page. There may be another phrase or some phrases you don't understand. Vandalize. Vandalize here means to put markings on the school, writings on the school. Vandalize means to take things out. That's what they mean to vandalize. Same thing in Jamaica, same thing in America. Vandalize, they take away the stuff, make markings, destroy the property. Deface. Deface the school buildings also means to put markings or make it ugly. Okay? What else did I see in here? Now, patriotism. We talk about that in some of our lessons. But patriotism is to show what? That you're loyal to a country, where you vote for your country, where you support your country, where you take care of the parks, you take care of the schools, right? So these are what we call loyalty. Again, this was Stories, Jamaica Voices, Stories Teaching Positive Values and Attitude. And the first story was about loyalty. Again, the first story was about loyalty. Thank you again. This is Professor Dean teaching Esol students English for speakers of other languages. Again, this is Professor Dean reading stories for Esol students, Jamaica Voices, Stories Teaching Positive Values and Attitude. Thank you.